got it ceiling in a flat that's been water damaged. We're going to first of all spray White King to kill the mould, and then we'll open it up a bit before we resurface that section that's been damaged by water. First thing's though to kill the mould. Spraying too good. Trouble with the sprayer here. Okay, we've got another spray today, so I'll just put a bit of White King in with this one, so it should be okay. Working much better. It's recording, yep. We'll give it a good soaking. A fair bit of water up there, I think. Also there's a leaking shower up there as well, so, which caused it mainly, I think, and some other water was on the windowsill apparently. There's no good plastering up with this mould, over mould. It's just going to probably come through again. Those ventilators there I'll trail right over with the electric fan there. They're not regulation anymore, those big ventilators as they used to be. Just spraying it till it's about dripping off the ceiling. Don't get too much of it on yourself, it's not that healthy. The bleach, and have a window open, let the fumes out, it's a good idea. Also the White King helps clean the ceiling as well. And give it a good scrape, get the old paintwork off, any loose paintwork. Okay, I've just put a bit more bleach in with this. Give it a little bit of time to soak in before we start plastering. You see up on that window, silver mould starting to disappear. I'll use the fan here a bit, get rid of the fumes. Okay, sit for a little bit now. We'll just see if any more comes off in a minute, but had a good soaking. I've scraped off the obvious loose paint. I'll let it sit for 5-10 minutes and give another quick scrape, let it soak in a bit, and we'll see how we go. Okay. Okay, we'll just check this paint up again. I'm not going to go to extraordinary lengths to get it all off, because also a good sealer needs to be used when it's painted. You could go for days scraping this paint, but that's just to get the worst of it off. Okay, we've killed the mould off. Given the scrape got the worst of the loose paint off. Now it's just about ready to, it's dried out a bit and soaked in a fair bit, so maybe taken about 25 minutes so far. And it's about time to make a mix now. Those preparations been done now. You're going to use corner cement here specifically. Gyprock's a brand, that's one I prefer, made by CSR, because it's got some glue in it and it's easy to cut back. So the glue is going to, it's used for sticking cornice up normally, but a lot of people use it for troweling too. So because to stick to that paintwork, it's good to have to use that cornice cement with the glue in it, and that sticks better to paintwork than other plasters. Especially better than stopping plasters or a hard wall. If you're using hard wall or stopping plaster, it's best to give that ceiling a coat of Bondcrete first, so it will adhere. But the corner cement you can go straight over the paint, and most of the time it's going to stick for you, and there's no recurring problems when the painter comes and doesn't bubble often either. So I found it very good. So just finished mixing that up. Okay, ready to start plastering now. I don't use a hawk. All I do is try and get a good load on the trowel. I have used a hawk mainly on plasterboard. Any loose paint you see as you're troweling, keep an eye out for it. It's going to be maybe a thickness of 1 to 2 mil. What I'm putting, the finished plaster will be 1 to 2 millimetre thick, maybe even half a mil, or even less in some high spots on the ceiling. All those spots. Always very quite awkward to work in bathrooms, bath and toilets. Old wire, or not old, but a wire that's been chased into the ceiling up there, so down a little bit, so we'll float that section down a bit. That's been run off from that light down there to hook that fan up at some stage. probably been put in later in this building, maybe a 1970s or late 1960s block of flats. This is in Hawthorn. Quite a big hole up here by the window. Not easy to see that glass there, but there's a glass. Got a side on that chair. They're just sticking out a little bit, those ventilators. We're going to block them up. If it is possible, I have to leave one. Might help a little bit with the shower steam, but probably electric fans good enough to manage it all.